This is Jump and Shoot, and first I just want to say I like your body, but I'm not gay. Alright, we're in space now. It's been a while since I touched this game. I took a break from it as soon as Kingdom Hearts 3 was released for the PC on the FLCL. I was playing a little bit of that, just like off camera, because I wanted to just play it already. And not like have to wait until I was in the mood to think of something to talk about. And Lord, do I have a lot of things to talk about, but I want something less strenuous on my reaction time. So we're in the Astro Wave. This is a guy inside of a helmet, and he said a red meteor threatens the peace of the galaxy. That was disgusting. I don't know. So I'm gonna get to the point. I'm gonna blast my face. I'm gonna save face for the human race. I just farmed the face with face. Also, what else is new? I have no idea what happened. Oh, I see my corruption level there now. That's cool. I'm playing on the lesser resolution emulator because it just runs a lot smoother. We can get to Aloha Island from the area, but do be careful of viruses. Well, whatever. So, I have been venturing on different Discords lately, and Jesus Christ, am I running into some weird ass people. I'm gonna get right into it. So I was on a not safe for work server where they talk about not safe for work stuff, and these two idiots were talking about anime. This first guy says, like, this guy starts bashing on anime. I for some reason, I guess. Somebody else chimes in, and this guy says, "Oh shit." To be honest, since 2013-14, anime started to be terrible with bad history, whatever that means, forced inclusion, whatever that means, leftist values, whatever that means, bad jokes, terrible changes in animations and techniques, making them all more infantile. With zero examples, first of all. I don't know what any anime is trying to be inclusive, especially since like a lot of them just feature like Japanese characters anyway. Whatever. Just like, it's not known for that, so I can't even see where he's coming from. And bad jokes? Like, oh, are anime supposed to be hilarious? Whoa. I must have missed the boat on that train. Those were two different freaking locomotives, and one of them's not even a locomotive. Yeah. And then whatever terrible changes on animation means, okay. Anime has pretty much been the same since like the early 2000s. And then somebody else says, in the case of leftist values, that goes back even further. Fully Cooley has the message that it's okay for girls that beat up boys. And a typical communist value that suffering builds character. I saw Fully Cooley. It's not very long to look at, to like watch. I don't know what you said. It said something important, I'm sure. So, I'm watching these two people just like agree with each other, which is the worst thing they can do. And the person who said Fully Cooley has communist values said like Fully Cooley is only popular because they showed it on Toonami so much. Like, if I remember correctly, Fully Cooley was through Adult Swim, not Toonami. They didn't show it during the day, or like, you know. I would think. Could I have gone in? Well, whatever. And then this guy's like Toonami. I've never heard of that anime. It's like, you don't even know what Toonami is. How can you remember? How can you say that they started to be terrible in 2013? You don't even know what Toonami was. Like, where did you see it beforehand? What? And I'm thinking, like, if it wasn't for Toonami in America, nobody would even be familiar with both anime. I said most. Like, if it were for Toonami in America, American audiences wouldn't be exposed to like Gundam, Cowboy Bebop, like Rurouni Kenshin, like all of those, like Yu Yu Hakusho, like Dragon Ball Z, like all of those. And then this guy just fucking flat out says Toonami is terrible. Like, oh, okay, mister. What's your fucking bar? Whoa. That's ominous. Here. I got fucking lost. So I got a lot of, like, visual proof of this nonsense. How do I get out of here? And then, oh god, I can't pause. I can't do anything. I can't do anything. Alright, who is it? Oh. Well, anyway, this guy goes on to say that Toonami only had 3 good shows during its run. Can you hit it? Oh, you could just hit him. He can't move. That's super sad. I don't think that means I can hit him from here either. Yep. No, I guess not. Well, I guess he's just kind of dead. This guy says, in the entire run of Toonami, they only had 3 good shows. The original Dragon Ball, not Dragon Ball Z, the most popular one in America when it came out. Hamtaro, which came out later in its life cycle. And the Deke dub Sailor Moon. These are your examples of what, like, good shit came from Toonami? What's wrong with you, dude? You telling me that this
Uranus, are you going to help her? No.
is good? Because it's not. That sucks. The voice acting direction sucks, and the choices they got for voice acting sucked too. The Sailor Moon dub is notorious for its like stupid censorship. I pointed this out. I wrote it here. Okay. Oh, I didn't write that here, but like my next comment was like, okay, this is me trying to debunk their stupid like opinions here. Toonami wasn't terrible. I said I think it's funny you grouped the Sailor Moon dub with the good shows, considering this one was known for its terrible voice acting, pointless censorship, the shoehorned ass in PSA segments, because at the time this is like when American FCC was like, it's gotta have something educational in it or else we're not gonna fucking let you put it. Now that's why we got Sonic Says, that's why we got Mario telling you not to smoke drugs and go to hell before you die. Alright, and then you get freaking Sailor Moon telling you to brush your teeth before you go to bed. Like, come on. That was the American tacked on shit because they couldn't handle anything. They thought American audiences couldn't handle anything, so they fucking tacked that shit on. The dub sucks. I remember watching it when I was a kid and thinking it was like lame but entertaining, I guess. And the one anime post 2014, the ones I've seen are actually good. Like, okay, a lot of them are what? The ones I've seen are Kill la Kill, Space Dandy. I watched Parasite the Maxim. Attack on Titan was big after 2014. you know, I'm sure things like Sword Art Online and other shows around that. Fairy Tail, I haven't watched either of those two, but like they were popular. People like those. And he's talking about anime like that's just the way it starts. And I was like, look, let's forget that these are all actually, most of them are just adaptations of existing mangas. So if you don't like the medium, sure, but like you can't go on and say that anime nowadays is just about like forcing progressive stuff inside them. It's like the story was already written, they're just adapting it. So you can't say that this is what they're doing now. The story was already written, my guy. So what do we got here? We got a pig's head. It's a saying that says Alohahin, a pork sitting head's head. Whoa, crazy pork heads. I don't agree with that logic. It's a stand that sells ice cream made from a rare fruit native to Aloha. Oh, it supposed to make you go Aloha, wee, like Mario from Thousand Year Door. And I forgot to get the snippet, but they were complaining about how, let me see. Anyway, they're complaining about how almost every anime is set in a school setting because they're always trying out hard to like put forth the idea that education is important, which is not like a bad thing. Well, why is this even here? Oh, because you're here. Blue sky and blue sea. Aloha is stupid. Ouchie! I like that when you see them with the goggles on, they don't try to fight you. They're just like screaming like a banshee. What do you have to say? I came here alone because I broke up with my boyfriend. Damn, girl. That means I can slide in. She's so lovely. Let's look at your fucking trainer card here. My operator's a little heartbroken right now over a failed relationship. Honestly, I don't think that guy was worth it. Wow. The hit's kind of deep. What do you guys have to say? Aloha. I mean, aloha. Whoa. Anyway. Which is like a fair observation, I guess, but that doesn't mean they're bad because a lot of them are in school settings. And I was thinking like, well, gee, maybe because they're in school settings, because a lot of them are A, about kids, and B, they try to make it relatable by putting them in school settings. So it's like, oh, I'm in school, and they're dealing with like digital monsters, sure, whatever. Yeah, but it's not a bad thing. I mean, Danny Phantom was set in school. A lot of American shows are like that. Recess was in school. Freaking Rugrats All Grown Up was in school. A lot of shows in America are also about school, so you can't fucking say that. Yeah, so I said, that's also most American shows. Danny Phantom, Spider-Man, the weird Iron Man CG show. I forgot about that. So after I laid down the smackdown of logic here, everything went quiet for like weeks, and I was waiting for them to like converse, because you can't just drop that if Holy Cooley has communist values and not expect anyone to challenge you on that. Like, come on. They started arguing without me again, but this guy was... A new person came into the equation and started asking about Fooly Cooley, and this guy's like, Fooly Cooley is worst critically acclaimed anime. Yeah, because when things are the worst, they get critically acclaimed. Okay. Like, what are you on? And then they're like, sorry for being an asshole. And I said, there's worse. The Sailor Moon English dub, wink wink, nudge nudge. And then somebody else asked, what are you referring to, the 90s one or Crystal? You know what? I forgot about Crystal, the reboot, which probably makes the Sailor Moon series more respectable than the freaking American one does, with the stupid PSAs and like lesbian censorship. Like, oh, that's my cousin. Meanwhile, I have a deep voice and a suit, and I'm a woman. Okay, that's your cousin. Gotcha. Just fuck already. Sometimes they hide it so much that I'd rather just see the opposite. Like, just show me what they were supposed to be. These guys are out of control. Oh, I didn't save. I don't want to die here. But that's gonna be a cut? Okay, I'm back. I'm gonna see if I can do this before going down there, because that sounds annoying to go down there. Talk to the guide and come up here again. So, anyway, after that, the guy is like, well, I like the Sailor Moon dub. Not even ironically, or as a guilty pleasure. I genuinely think it's good. Like, what? Like, this is reminding me of like people who are coming around to Sonic 06. Like, it's actually a good game. There's a good game in there, man. Like, no, there's not. The Sailor Moon dub, no, it sucks. Don't need I remind you?
I know what I will become.
Wonderful. Then I don't have to explain things. Kneel down, boy, and submit to power. Submit to the power of the Negaforce.
Never! Never. I'll never agree to work for you. I'd rather die. Die!
Zoe!
Yeah, so, no, you're wrong again. And going on to say that, like, it was one of the, like, the top 3 shows on Toonami at the time, like, you're on something, dude. Oh my god. When I said this, the 90s one you're talking about has bonkers voice acting, all the censorship they did, and, like, the stupid-ass PSAs at the end. Like, how is this good? The only way you could like this is ironically. And they're like, that's why it's so fun. You can tell the voice actors are having fun with it. And if I have fun reading like a dramatic script like a fucking idiot, going like, well, I sure did miss you when you jumped off the bridge, honey Delilah. That doesn't mean it was like good. What I contributed to, you know. Gosh. And I was just like, you know what, you're defending mediocrity, you're dumb. I'm sorry. And they're like, sometimes mediocrity is actually great. And if they're admitting that they like mediocrity sometimes, I said, well, that would make it a guilty pleasure, because you are aware that it is mediocrity. And they're like, no, I have no guilt. I don't feel bad for liking something that I think is mediocre. You can't have it both ways. I'm sorry. And they're just like, I deny that it's bad. It's still good. Sonic 06 is good. It's just misunderstood. Man, shut up. Said, well, some people just like critically acclaimed trash, and I said, that's when I said, or you know, it's critically acclaimed because it was well received. And then they started going on about like critics in general. Well, look at Siskel and Ebert. They dislike good stuff and they like bad stuff too. And then they said, watch any of the reviews they made. Watch any episode of Siskel and Ebert for proof that all critics are morons. They hate amazing films and the awful ones they love. I haven't seen Benji the Hunted, so I don't know what he's talking about. And they actually hate good children's films. So I did. I looked it up. I looked it up on the internet. Wears his glasses, squints eyes. scratch his chin and furrows his brow. And the reviews that are also actually bad that they reviewed were Baby Geniuses, that movie sucks. The Catwoman Halle Berry, that movie sucks. And The Waterboy, that movie sucks. So then they were like, oh yeah, sure, pick 3 movies that they were actually bad, that they reviewed bad. It was like, well, look, you asked me and I shall receive you. Alright. So I was like, well, they dislike these bad movies, therefore, they can't all be bad. They can't be that all bad, you know? And you said pick any of them, and they're like, oh, you fucking got me. Yeah, you know what? I did get you. I called you out on your fucking bullshit statement, and I got you. I am the... Whoa! I'm afraid. I am very afraid. I mean, he's gonna be at least easy to kill, but I'm very close to death, and I don't want to die again. Oh fuck! I almost didn't actually get there in time. I was like getting a little bit upset. Ooh, thunder! What the fuck is that? I'm gonna save before something bad happens. And I just said, like, oh, look, if sometimes critics have bad hot takes, like you on anime, and they're like, explain why Fully Cooley is good, not that deeper meaning bullshit. No Joseph Campbell parroting. I don't know what the fuck that means. Explain why it's good and why it works as an anime. In there, I was like, they're asking me to explain why it's good without explaining why it's good. Like, they wanted me to just say the surface level bullshit that isn't what makes it good. It's not my fault you don't like that it goes deeper than just what it is. Like, it is about a coming of age story. Now, keep in mind, I haven't seen Fully Cooley in a long time prior to this argument. So I was going off of memory from what from what I knew. Yeah, I'm the Chad rememberer in this diagram here. Did that guy already die? I guess it was super effective. He is a fire type after all. Come on, fucking bastard! Ugh. Oh, that's what the exclamation point means. That means it's super effective. I'm gonna save again. You can never save too much in a game where you're about to die. So, from what I remember, it's about a kid. As you do, you write things about kids because you want it to appeal to kids, and like it's a very like teenage audience kind of thing. I remember that I don't remember. I remember looking. I've seen issues of the manga at Barnes and Noble when I was in high school. So, and then I found it was an anime, so I watched that instead because I like watching things better than I do reading. Digressing. Okay, these guys just dodged everything I did. Okay, basically don't go to the left. No, I didn't want to hit. Okay. I remember in the beginning, he's like, he's seeing his girlfriend who's like smoking, and he stays with her even though he doesn't like something about her, which is something you shouldn't do, which he gets over later on in the show. I'll just stay here and kill you because I hate that guy. Yeah, in the beginning, he's with a girl who smokes, and he hangs out with her even though he doesn't like that. And, I think there's like a bit with him getting ramen from the vending machine, and he always gets the one he likes because he's afraid of trying anything new. And it's kind of a metaphor for, like, real life, too, you know? People just stick to what they know, and they don't, like, explore new things. And what else? And there is like an action like plot going on. Is that all there is to do in here? There is like an action like plot going on where there's like a there's a, I don't know how to describe this. There's like a force called the Mechanica Madoka or whatever, the medical Mechanicus, who they want to, they're giant hands that put like pilot giant iron trying to smooth out the earth, and he becomes part of this plot to like fight them. Sure, whatever. But they represent like conformity and being uninformed and not like very. I guess that's just what it was. Like, it represents conformity, and the protagonists fight against it because, the medical Mechanica people, they consider wrinkles, like people with like free thought and individuality, a threat. So they smooth people's brains so that they don't think. They are simple. Which is ironic. This guy doesn't like Fooly Cooley because it's not simple enough. You fucking smooth brain piece of shit. Because they didn't like the deeper meaning bullshit. Meaning, they wish it was just like fucking a baby show that didn't go anywhere or mean anything. And it's just like, good review. I forgot to screen cap this. Oh no, I did. They're like, I find it interesting you didn't mention Haruko, because they were also going on about how it shows that I think this is their point about it's okay for girls to hit boys, which never came across in the entire show or the story in general, even in the manga, I'm sure. But like, no, it didn't do any of that shit. But Haruko is the pink hair girl with the yellow eyes in the story, who wants something Naoto, the main character, has in his brain. He has like a portal or something inside his head that can call down the rock god or her old boyfriend or whatever the fuck, I don't know. She's basically using him through the show. Sure, it's like a drama. It's a dramatic thing. And she's not supposed to be our role model character either. Like, we see that she's a bad influence on him through the show, and she's like just taking advantage of him to get the attention of that like giant rock guy. And I don't remember why, but the robot dude like eats him and he transforms. I fucking don't remember. I don't fucking remember. And they were like, well, why does it have to be an anime? And I was like, does it matter? Should it have stayed in manga? Why can't it be adapted into the anime? Like, everything is adapted to the anime. It's like, you just don't like the medium, so you're going on about how you don't want it to exist at all. But they're like, okay, the line where they said, I mean, what makes it good is the philosophical bullshit. Can't it just be live action? It's like, no, it's also a piece of animation where they can't, they can't do a giant hand using a giant iron in all the segments where he's glowing and flying around with white eyes in live action. That just wouldn't work. They couldn't pull that off. So no, they can't just do it live action. And also, animation is cool. And I said, if it didn't provoke anything with the philosophical bullshit in quotations, and it would really be pointless as a piece of media. It would just be there just to be there and not make you think about anything. And it's like, well, that's the only thing that makes it good. It's pointless. I'm like, what the fuck? Do you just like fluffy meandering shit on TV? That's what I think of Hantaro. It's just there to be cute and that's it. And when I said it's a piece of animation and animation is cool, maybe that's why they did that. Oh, also it's from Japan, so when they adapt something in Japan, it becomes an anime because anime is a fucking Japanese medium. You asshole. And then they're like, the art of Fooly Cooley is hideous. They look like the characters from Rimini Riddle, which I didn't know about until this conversation. And they're like, I'm not bashing that series at all. It's one of my favorites. And I find a picture of it, and it looks like this horrible, like, Twilight Zone. Remember that episode of Twilight Zone where the people have to wear, not the people have to wear, but where there's like ugly people, and the girl's getting surgery, and at the end reveals that they all look ugly, and they botched her surgery, so she looks what we perceive to be beautiful or whatever. They look like that. They look like fucking horrible monstrosities. So I posted a picture of that, and I posted a picture of the Fully Cooley cast. I'm like, this looks the same to you? Are you fucking stupid? And then, like, well, Haruko specifically, because she has, like, big eyes and a goofy smile. It's just... This character design isn't the only one to do that. Like, One Piece visuals have a lot of, like, exaggerations. She's probably the most, like, exaggerated character, sure, but, like, it still visually looks like the rest of the show. And so I don't know what the fuck is going on about. It looks like this dumb puppet show only you know about. So that's how I ended the argument. I was just like, look, only you know that this show exists, so whatever. Okay, we gotta head back to where the Prez is. Wait, that looks like the monster from Spectrobes. I wonder if they made that game. I always wanted to play Spectrobes, but it didn't look good. Even after I like acquired it illegally. I didn't dress that up at all. I just acquired it illegally. I played a little bit of it, and it wasn't very interesting. It's a game where you like find dinosaurs and demons inside like fossils or whatever. It's not very fun. Okay, so fun fact, even though I went in there before talking to this guy, I still have to go in there and like investigate the server. And yeah, that's pretty much how I ended it, because in that server there are now like 2 people I didn't like. Because there was that guy who said anime is just like being tryhard leftist progressive, which has no grounding whatsoever. Whoa, those guys attack too much. And like I was like, well, I don't want to be here with these 2 jerks. I should just leave. I forgot to talk about them when I said maybe. Okay, so I posted a video. You know, there's a video channel, Sailor Moon Says, where they just have like clips of like no context Sailor Moon dub. And I was just like, yeah, this is awful. It's just Serena screaming for like a minute, like, ooh, like, shut up, dude. Oh, Darian, you took like this, and I took like that. Oh, Serena, that's my name. Oh, don't run out. That's how she fucking talks. And they're like, maybe you only like fucking garbage. And I'm like, damn, okay, damn. If we're gonna go that far, I was just saying the show was bad. You didn't have to attack me personally. Basically, it's not Fully Cooley's fault. You missed the point of it, and your smooth-brained mind doesn't like deeper meaning things. It just wants like shows to fart around and be stupid. What the fuck, dude? I hit you. Like, you like fucking. Oh, you know what? I guess early Dragon Ball was kind of like that. It never took it so like too seriously, which is fine, but like that was a show meant for like real little kids, you know. Dragon Ball Z was like a little bit more mature. Whoa, 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 whoa! They started going faster on the bottom screen, and it freaked me out. So what the fuck am I supposed to do in here then? I'm exploring the cyber core of the sand. There's nothing here. Kai come out today. Oh wait, I home, na 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 here, hoshana mile. Is this real Hawaiian? I kai kame. Yes. What is your job? Ah, I'm sorry. I was just practicing for tomorrow's luau. Spelled differently than luau, the real Hawaiian word. Ohana means family. There's an Alohan Island here, and I'll get back to work right away. The sand is functioning normally now, but I should be able to finally eat what he came here to eat. Okay, all I had to do was talk to this guy and not like actually fight any viruses. You're wasting my goddamn time. Yeah, there's just going on about. Wait, is his name Taken? Taku? Taken? Taken? What did I say? I don't remember what I said. What his name was. But anyway, they're going on about Haruko and how she's like a bad character. It's like, well, she's not like not every character in every piece of media. Why can you do this? Why can you press the O button and make them go faster? Alright. Now you can eat your fat ass. Alright, now can I talk to Club Strong? It's just... that's it, dude. You missed the point of the show. And you're saying this to destroy all anime. I don't understand here. And I don't even, like, I'm not super that interested in the anime, but Jesus Christ, I'm not gonna let someone say Toonami was terrible, Sailor Moon dub is good, and that all anime after 2013 had bad jokes, communist values, and leftist propaganda. Like, what? I have never seen leftist views, like, forced out in anime. What the fuck?